Hey guys, it's me, PaPokeman. I'm bringing you another video about Marvel Strike Force today, and today I'm going to be taking you through all the different resources there are on the internet to help you learn more about Marvel Strike Force, so that way you can expand your knowledge of the game past what I can teach you. And I want to take you through some of the websites that I commonly use for my videos, especially yesterday. A lot of people asked, like, "Oh my gosh, do you have like an inside look at the do you know Venom coming soon?" No, I just used msf.gg, which I'm going to take you through right now. So, msf.gg, what can it do? First off, this is run by the moderators. At least when I was a moderator, the moderators on Discord/subreddit, Pimp Topsy and Imperialist, they both run this, I believe. At least they used to. And this is a really helpful website. They have all the characters on here, even the non-playable ones. So that's how I got their kits. And if you look here, you can, let's say we wanted to learn about Cable. You can click a Cable and you can see what his skills do at every single level. And it's really helpful to learn about characters. I use this a lot for my tier list to compare characters. I'd have them both open, compare the stat values. Unbelievably helpful. And you can even do this. You can look at their stats. Now, personally, I don't look too much into the stats, but I know a lot of people do, especially Valleyflights, Seed. Well, pretty much everybody does except for me. But hey, I'm only a 16-year-old. All those big numbers is too big for my small mind. But you know, you can look at their gear tier. You can see. I don't even know what all this means, but look at it. You can look at all. There's a lot of numbers here. I'm sure some people know how to use those numbers. You can look at the events. Like, say you wanted to learn how hard the I Am Iron Man event is. You could go here to select event, and you could look at each mission, and you could see what you're up against. So if we're going against let's say I'm trying to complete the stage 5, so I'm against a bunch of Ultron fortifiers. They're only level 45. Like I said, these missions are really easy. So you can see right here how easy these missions are. Gear. I don't really understand all this, but there's gear there. Missions, you can look at every single mission in the game, even the Mystic campaign that's not out yet. You can even look at who you're going to be fighting in the Mystic campaign. So right now, I know we're going to be fighting a Hand Sentry in the Mystic campaign. So all incredible stuff on this website. Raids, you can look at each raid stage, even the Thanos raids. All kinds of great information on here. The one complaint I have about this website is you're not able to copy these portraits. Like for my tier list, how did I get the portraits? You can't copy these because they're inline sprites. I believe, I'm not a programmer, but that's what Pimp Toxie said, or is it one of them told me that. And essentially, you're not allowed to copy the sprites from here because they're inlined on the site. So that means if you want the sprites, you either have to bother them, or you could go to these other websites that I discovered that exist. So next up, we have the Strike Force Wiki. Now this is less useful. It's outdated now. Technically, I own it, but it's public, so I'm just a little name in the corner. It used to be the best resource for Marvel Strike Force, but it's not really anymore. You could still go to it if you want to, and I'm sure someday somebody will update it, but there's not much need for it now that we have msf.gg. But say you wanted the character portraits, you could go here, boom, now you can copy the character portraits. You can look at some older stuff. But even then, this isn't even all that good anymore. The one thing it is still good for is you can still, I believe, you can look at the list of upcoming characters. So this is nice because they do have some of the data mine ones. So it's still very little use, but you could still go here if you really wanted to. But if you're looking to copy character portraits, the best website to do that is Strike Force Labs. Now, Valleyflight actually told me about this website. I checked it out earlier on, but I didn't realize how useful it was until Valleyflight pointed this out to me. And there's two very important things on this website. First off, I could copy the little images for the character portraits, so that's great. You're gonna notice they do show, if you click on them, they show the different ranks. Well, I was gonna say that's one of the downsides of the site. It didn't tell you what they did at each rank, but no, there you go. You can click on them. More you know, guys. And I think these give flat stats right here on the side, so useful stuff here. Again, I don't really look too much at the stats. msf.gg does have these filters, but they're here also. Personally, I think that's a little cleaner on this site, but both are very good sites to use. And some interesting stuff that Strike Force Labs has is they have a bunch of different teams set up here, and I believe the guy who created it, I don't know his name, I think he's looking at allowing everybody to submit teams, and you can vote on teams you like or teams you don't like. And this is very cool. You can look at it, boom, you can see what the description of the team is, what they do. I can't vouch for how good these teams are, but I think it's an interesting thing to look at. I mean, I think this is really cool and has a lot of potential. you have his tier list on here. So again, it's always great to see lots of tier lists to get an idea of the game, because everybody has different opinions on the game. Like, my opinion's different from Casino's, which is different from Valley's, which is different from this guy, and it's good to get a general idea of what everybody thinks about this game. They have stats here, again, not really useful for me, but definitely I know some people like this, and I think you can even, yeah, you can sort them by the stats from fast to slow. So right now we can see Black Widow's the fastest character in the game, and poor Ronin is the slowest character in the game. You can even sort health. That is pretty awesome. I'm assuming this is a, yeah, 7 stars, gear 11, level 60 right here. So very useful. So you can sort from highest to lowest. That's incredible. Are you able to... Holy Toledo, you can even sort through who has what status effects in their skill. So you can look for who has a counter in their kit, who has a drain. That's incredible. Look, I'm learning new stuff. You can search through. Wow, you can even see only heroes that have revive. Can you go even, how deep can we go? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can click on each of these and just go even farther down until you can look, say you're like, I need a bleed character that's a hero. That's incredible. Wow, guys, this website. The most interesting thing for me, not this. This is nice. Again, you can see where every character is farmable. So look, you can see, oh look, this is the missions they're farmable on. Not all that incredible, but what is incredible here is the Blitz tracker. I know a lot of people have trouble with Blitz, and they want to know, you know, what am I trying to go for if I want to if I want to get the character. And you can see what the point total was for the past Blitz, like rank 1, you know, rank 10, rank 500. And I assume you can't get all of these because he needs to get them from the people that placed there. But still a really good thing to look at if you want to get an idea of what you're going for. You can see that the rank 1 has been increasing steadily in terms of what you need to do, and from 650,000 to 4 million for this one. You can get an idea for what kind of blitz have people really trying and people not trying. Very useful to look at here. Now, those 3 sites are great, but say you're looking for some more active help. Well, I highly advise you check out the subreddit. It's being run excellently by PipToxy. I mean, look how beautiful this place is. This is an attractive subreddit right here. Look at all the useful information here, people talking. It's good to be a part of the community. If you want to learn about updates, this is the place to be, because I guarantee you as soon as something goes out, they're going to be on the subreddit. So you want even more communication with people that play Marvel Strike Force, you can join the Discord server. Now, I can't show you the Discord server because I have this set up to this window, but you can click on the sidebar there and join the Discord, and I'll put the link down below so that way you can join if you want to. They have alliance recruitment, I mean, all kinds of stuff on the subreddit. Beginning guides. This is an incredible website to look at if you're a new player. Everything's great to look at. Now, you might be like, Pa, what if I just want some people? What if I want to have some content about Marvel Strike Force? What if I want to watch some videos about Marvel Strike Force? Well, I got you covered there. I'm going to take you through 5 YouTubers I think post a lot of really great content about Marvel Strike Force. Now, there are 2 I want to mention, Mobile Gamer and FG3000. I think they're both great YouTubers, but I don't necessarily think they focus on Marvel Strike Force. Mobile Gamer seems to be pretty focused on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and FG3000 seems to cover like everything. So I don't think they're necessarily the best Marvel Strike Force YouTubers to go to, but they're still good YouTubers to go to, and they have good videos about Marvel Strike Force. Just if you're looking for pure Marvel Strike Force content, those aren't necessarily the places I would send you to first. So these are the 5 YouTubers I highly advise you check out for Marvel Strike Force content. Now, of course, we have my good old pal Valleyflights, all kinds of great stuff on this channel. He has all these guides he's done. He does this Building the Perfect Team series. I'm even in one of the episodes. If we go over to Minion Team, look, I'm even in that episode with him. All kinds of really interesting stuff on Valley's channel. You can expect that he'll report quickly on things. I believe he's starting to stream too. Really great stuff on Valleyflights channel. I highly advise you subscribe to this channel. Next up on the channel list, we'll have Casino. Casino does all kinds of interesting stuff about Marvel Strike Force. A very interesting video is the status effects, special interactions, and spaghetti code. Like, oh, this stuff is mind-blowing. He tells you so much information, you need to sit there and prod all kinds of incredible stuff in that video, and he does that kind of stuff often. One thing that's really nice about him is he streams every day, I believe, if you go to his Twitch. And what's really awesome is you can watch him play, and watching him play will really help you understand the game. He has all kinds of fun stuff on his stream too. The chat has like constantly games going, all kinds of stuff I didn't even know you could do on Twitch. But you can watch him complete Blitz, and it's really interesting. You'll learn a lot by watching him play the game. He'll do roster reviews. Now he has a long queue for them, but again, you could submit yours. You can watch him review other rosters. You'll like soak up knowledge if you watch Casino's videos. Next up, we have Tony Bing Gaming. Now, Tony does a lot of really interesting stuff. Now, Marvel Heroes Omega gameplay, I thought that game closed down. Very interesting, very interesting. Anyways, he does a lot of really good videos about Marvel Strike Force. He's been doing this in-depth review series for characters, and he's been making his way, man, he's been chugging his way through this roster. Let's see how many videos he's done here. I mean, he's done a lot of videos about Marvel Strike Force characters, and one thing I really like in the videos is if you go to the end here, he does a little, he puts each character he reviews into a tier list, so he does have his own tier list. Also, Casino has a tier list, but Casino's tier lists are on like those are like, he makes like a tier list for each different type of mode. He has like, who can go up, who can go down. His streams for tier lists are like, his tier lists are intense. Casino's tier, man, you'll learn a lot if you watch Casino's tier list videos. But Tony Bing Gaming also does a very nice series about all the characters in Marvel Strike Force. Now, I'm going to assume some of you guys have probably heard of Seaton, you know, relatively big YouTuber. He doesn't necessarily do a lot of the more theorizing kind of stuff or more the teaching. He more does a lot of gameplay. So if you want to watch gameplay for characters, you know, he's the place to go to. He has all kinds of videos here. He doesn't post as often as some of these other YouTubers I've talked about because he has his main channel focused on Contest of Champions. But this isn't a bad place to follow if you want to watch gameplay of the brand new characters that come out. And of course, we have this one YouTuber who, you know, his name's PaPokeman. He makes some videos about Marvel Strike Force from time to time. Really fun videos. You know, he makes some gameplay videos. He does some reviews. Also covers DC Unchained. He made this little series about character reviews. Very, very interesting person. Does tier list videos. You might want to check out PaPokeman. Just saying. Maybe subscribe. Maybe like. But what do I know about Marvel Strike Force, guys? I am just a 16-year-old. Signing off, guys.